We are, and we're rocking and rolling. And on this week on Oh, You Didn't Know, we're going to discuss you, Road Dogg, when you were no longer the Road Dogg. You're just BG
Oh,
James.
BG James. And here's the whole deal. If you remember that part, if you're a real fan, not a real fan, if you're crazy, probably, and you remember that, I cut a promo in the ring at TNA and said, BG James, that's my real name. It's good enough for my mama, then it's good enough for me. And that's country and sweet tea and jelly bean sounding. And so I thought it was a good promo and I thought it was a good line. And I cut it early on, like the first time I had an opportunity to cut a promo at TNA. Everybody knew me as the Road Dogg. And so
Yeah.
people were still going to say Road Dogg, but I thought if I can get this out quick and throw it away, it's not a throwaway line because it matters, because it's the name change, but just spit it out in some cool way. And then from now on, my name's BGJ, but not harp on it, not make a big deal. It's good enough for my mama. It's good enough for me. Bam. And you keep on with the business. You know what I mean? And look, because people nowadays, you see online nowadays, people lose their ever loving mind when WWE changes a name. Now, look, that was in the past, and you see some names coming back to their original form, and you probably will see more of that. But it's not that big a deal, Fergal Divot or whatever is. I don't really remember his name from prior to that. Was that his name? What was his name? No, Finn Balor. See, his name's
Fergal Divot.
Yeah, his name was like Fergal McDivotstein or something. I don't know what his name was because nobody else does either
Divot.
now.
Prince Devitt.
Prince Devitt. There
I
we
like
go. Prince
Fergal McDivitt way better. By the way,
that's way better.
Yeah.
And you could get like that's McDivot's. That's like in Coming to America, the different McDonald's or whatever. That was McDowell's. I think that was McDowell's. This
Fergal
is where
McDivitt. We need a t-shirt.
This is where you would hit the sound effect.
We need a Fergal. I'm a Fergal McDivitt guy t-shirt. I think that's what we need. Please, we need some merch bad.
Hey, that's good. That's actually really good. So his name was Prince Devitt, but his real name was, I don't know. His real name is Fergal. See, I'm three-quarters of the way right, Fergal. Just way out of left field with it. But my point with all that is what a ride we went on to get here. Is just to say the name, names change, and that's originally what we were talking about with the BG James. Of course, I didn't own Road Dogg. I couldn't use it, and so I could use BG James because nobody could take that one from me. And I just thought the B stands for, I don't know. Remember
what does it stand
for? Fred G. Sanford used to say the G stood for something different every time. So I thought like that really dates me too, right? I'm using comedy cues from Sanford and Son, but
like
it is
Sanford
classic
reference.
It is classic comedy. Was like I would say the B is for Brian and the G is for whatever I would change it every time, because Fred would say like the G is for gorgeous or the G is for genius or the G, you know what I mean? He would say, and so I thought that's what I'll do in my promos.
We might make you do that every week from now on. I'm going to ask what the G stands for.
I will come up with a different. Right now it stands for Giovanni.
Oh,
I might
Giovanni
be one of those
James.
I might be a model with Max Dupree's group.
Boy, Giovanni James sounds serious, man.
Yes,
I think he was
good. He was a
valet for Fergal McDivitt. I believe that was the deal.
Oh, I wish that was his name. I tell you what, sometimes it is now, right?
I need to change my Twitter name to that. Yeah, Fergal McDivitt. We're somehow going to transition into TNA. Yeah, I don't know when that'll be, but we're having fun.
In a minute, right?
Yeah, we're having fun.
Slow down.
So what did the G stand for?
It was
Giovanni.
The G stood for Gerard, actually. My middle name is Gerard, like Gil Gerard, but spelt differently. Girard. It was my grandmother's stepfather's name or something. I don't know. It was weird. My father gave it to me because it was somebody prominent on his side of the family. Right. And then Gil Gerard was from Biggity Buck Rogers,
Well, how about that?
All of that. You just got all that.
Oh, we
Anyway,
did.
I went to TNA.
Did you?
They called me BG James. Good enough for my mama. It's good enough for me. Now we're right back to where we were 20 minutes ago
Right,
before
which
my verbal rants.